Greetings, fellow gardeners. Welcome to the Salford Mennonite Advent Lutheran Garden 2024. As I sit here shelling corn from our Three Sisters garden, I'd love to share some highlights from 2023. Our garden shed is 12 feet by 14 feet. It was purchased from Lap Structures out of New Holland. We insulated it, sealed it, added electric, and put an air conditioner in the one side of the shed. This keeps the temperature to a nice 60 degrees, and with a little bit of tweaking, we could probably get it down even colder. It is now a great place for us to stage our deliveries and also to store some of our vegetables throughout the hot summer. September of 2022, I had made a promise that we would build some Native American beds at the end of the garden to represent some of the crops that were grown by the Lenape tribe that was here long before there were Mennonites or Lutherans or even Europeans here on this land. And I wanted to use a natural wood, so we used white oak. So in July of last year, we pieced these together and we named it our Three Sisters Garden.
2024 looks to be a pretty challenging year, but exciting year here in the garden. One of those challenges that we see involves this building right behind us. For the past 18 years, the Alford family allowed us the use of that barn very generously without any cost. But in 2023, the property sold, and the new owner needed the barn space for their own use. Very understandable. So in November of last year, the garden emptied out all of our equipment and all of our supplies and fitted them wherever we could. Some we were able to fit in the church garage, some in our new shed that we built, our cool shed, and some of the stuff we had to keep outside. We just don't have room for it. That's where you come in. We're inviting you this year to our annual luncheon on February the 25th. At 12 noon here at Salford Mennonite Church. As in years past, we will be inviting in the organizations that we donate to come and tell their story and for you to see where the garden produce goes in the community. It's also a good chance for you to meet and greet the fellow gardeners. This year, we'll be asking for about $9,000. That's a little bit more money than we have asked for in the past, but I'm hoping that the extra money can be used to offset the cost of a new shed that we can put on the Salford property that'll fulfill the needs of the garden. In the past, everyone has been very, very generous with giving to the garden, and I'm hoping that the message of the garden will inspire you to give generously again this year.
If you would like to attend our garden luncheon, please consider signing up at either Salford Mennonite Church or Advent Lutheran. If you can't sign up there, consider calling in to Salford at the number provided. If you cannot attend, please consider sending in a donation to Salford Mennonite Church and mark the donation garden, and those funds will be funneled to our garden fund. Here you see a few of the agencies that we deliver produce to on a weekly basis. Volunteers not only plant and harvest the vegetables, but they also deliver to these agencies at a time that works best for each agency. Some of these agencies will be at the luncheon and will give an overview of how they share our produce with the community. Through shared gardening efforts, the garden group continues to nurture relationships with one another and with God, to cultivate a piece of God's creation and to grow good food for those who need it most.